Yo, what's going on? All right. Totally forgot to turn on that light there. Hold on, give me a second. Uh, Bam, there we go. There we go. We run a professional show here. It's not totally just randomly all made up as I do this. All right, welcome to another Until It Works break session. This is the first one for the day for the first cipher. And yeah, so for these, I normally like to kind of just, if this is your first time here, kind of give an orientation of what's on the site. So let us do that. Let me share my screen here. Cool. So hope everyone is doing well. Feel free to hit me up in the chat room that's there that you can actually join. When it says join the room, you can actually do the chat and ask questions. So yeah. All right. So speaking of which, let me show you around where you are now. So this is the break sessions because there's around like 45 minutes of like focus work, right? And then take a break. Like that's the break sessions. So you can get up, stretch, walk around, do what you got to do. And that's where this is. That's where we are now. And so at the top, you'll see, I forgot to change that, but you'll see the subscribe. I may change the schedule. I don't know. Let me know if you want one or the other or what have you. But up there, you see subscribe. That will take you to where all the upcoming ciphers when they're happening. And it's cool because it's in your local time zone. So you don't have to do any like tricky, what do you call it? Tricky. Okay, cool. You don't have to do any tricky like time zone math in your head or anything like that to know when it actually is. And you'll be able to subscribe to get notified when we go live, either for all of them or for the particular cipher that you're interested in. So you can do that there. Cool. Then below that, you see the video with my face on there. Below that, you see that you may need to click play to start the stream, because if you hop in to like a break session and you haven't interacted with the site yet, browsers won't autoplay video. I think it's because with sound also. So if there's sound, I think you can autoplay video as long as there's no sound, I think. But if there's sound, like if it's not muted, then it will pause the whole video and you have to click play. So that's why I have that disclaimer there. There's nothing I can do about it. It's browsers, which I can understand. Next to that, you will see the open closed caption. And that is, I'm doing speech to text recognition through the browser right now. And so what's happening is that I'm saying stuff, and hopefully through the speech recognition API, you're getting an actual accurate transcription of what it is that I'm saying, hopefully. All right, so that's that. What else? What else? Okay, yes. Then below that, as you can see, there's two buttons. There's add a clip and create a highlight video. So if there's anything that you found interesting or anything noteworthy that you wanted to capture, you just click add a clip, and that'll take like 5 seconds. So it goes back like 3 seconds and then forward like 2 seconds, I think. And so you better chance of capturing what it is that you're trying to note. And you get 5 of those, and then you can click create a highlight video button once you're done. And then when I hit stop broadcast, what happens is it goes to the back end, does a whole bunch of stuff, takes your timestamps, your username that you logged in with, and it creates a highlight video for you. And I'll show you where you'll be able to check that out. Because, like I said, once we hit stop broadcast, I send you all back on your way to get back to work. And then you'll see, hopefully, something that looks like, did I share the audio on that other thing? I don't remember. Probably didn't. It's fine. I strip it out anyway because I always get the, what do you call it? The thing from YouTube, because I back these up to YouTube. I get the content something for the song, so I just strip it out anyway. All right, cool. So, like I said, once we're going back to work, what you'll see is something similar to this. And let me just walk you around. So up here in the upper left-hand corner, you can see we have an audio player here, right? There, I know some pretty amazing producers, and they were kind enough to submit tracks for like random projects I make that people can listen to while they're doing whatever they're doing. So if you like what you're hearing and you'd like to support the artist, then you can just click like either buy, or maybe you want to share it. But also, if you want to support, you can send a tweet right here. So if you like it, you can send a tweet. It opens up Twitter in a new tab. Then it'll have a pre-populated tweet with the artist and saying, hey, you dig it or what have you. And yeah. And so there's a way of kind of like spreading the word. I'm a big fan of spreading a word on really dope independent artists. All right. Then below the audio player and to the right, we have our to-do section here. This is where you can, right here where it says add a task, type a task in, what you're trying to get done. You hit enter or press the plus sign, it adds it to this space here. Then you're able to check them off as you get them done, and then that'll show up in the done. So if you click done, it'll show what you completed. Click to do, it shows what still needs to be completed. Cool. Oh, and then whenever you're done, like towards the end of the cipher or what have you, you just, you finish what you need to finish for the day, you can hit the tweet button. And what that'll do is, again, open up Twitter in a new browser tab and pre-populate a tweet with your list of tasks that you completed there. Pretty cool. Nice little, like a little period to the end of the day kind of thing. You're like, I got some stuff done. Feel good kind of thing. A little feel good goodness. All right, right there, we see to the right of the to-do section, we have a timer, a countdown timer, and that counts down till when the next break is. And the next breaks happen 15 minutes after the hour. So it's kind of a good way to judge it. So that's the countdown there. It's the same countdown that you see below, except the one on the break session is until the actual work session happens, the focus time. So that's that. Cool. Below the countdown timer, we have the view tutorials. So I work at Vonage as a JavaScript developer advocate, and so I have some of our tutorials there. And I'm a big fan of like when any tutorials that I work on, I have like two goals. One is that you can follow the steps and get the desired outcome. And two is that you understood what like each step was doing and what was happening in the steps. So you get a better idea of what's happening. So then you can take that and expand it to maybe something that you want to do, to create, to build upon. You know what I mean? So I like to have these as like a nice like foundation to where you can build stuff on top of it and understand what's happening, so that, if you run into any issues, you can figure it out. So let's say, so the tutorials that we have, there's the, I think they're pretty cool. There's, you're able to, from your browser, type in a phone number and call an actual phone in the physical world, like an actual phone. Then we have the flip of that, where you can, from a physical phone, dial a number and then answer that in the browser. It's kind of amazing. And then being able to have audio chat between two web users of the application. And that's the third one. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, let's say I have no clue about coding. I don't know anything about it. Sounds cool. How can I find out more? Also have some curriculums, like projects that I've heard they're good, and I've looked over them. They seem pretty good. Give you like a nice basis of to see whether or not you want to continue with this. So I have freecodecamp.org and also the Odin project. And so from what I understand from other people that have taken it, they said that it's pretty good. And I've looked, like I said, I looked over it. Seems pretty good. I've never actually done it though. So yeah, so I think with those, you can got to get a good like feel for if coding is something you want to continue with, spending time and or money on it. So it's cool with coding. You can kind of like get a feel for it and not have to pay any money. It's just a little bit of your time. You know what I mean? So there's that. Cool. Below the tutorials, we have the HACO, which stands for Help a Coder/Creator Out. And so let's say you get stuck, maybe on a tutorial or a project that you're working on. You'll be able to click that create button, And what that'll do is it will create a room, give you a unique URL that you can then share to social media or to whoever. And then a person can click on that link, and then they can request to join a room, your room. And you, as the creator of the room, can see who's requesting to join, and you can either accept or deny them. Now, to help you in that choice, you can actually click the person's name, and that'll open a new window, either Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they signed in with. So then you can kind of make an informed decision on whether or not you want that person in your room. Now, in your room, there's like a chat. There's like also audio chat and like speech to text, text to speech stuff going on. So hopefully covered all the ways people can communicate. Because like, yeah, I said a text chat, right? So audio chat, text chat, speech to text, text to speech. So hopefully everyone will be able to pitch in. Because what happened is that you can share, as the owner, you can share your screen. And then my hope is that you're able to show what your issue is or the thing that you want to get feedback on. And then through the chat, as a collaborative, as a group, everyone can come together and get something working or get the feedback that you want. So that's my hope for the Hakos. View, if you click view, you'll see whether the Hakos are going on and request to join them. Below that, we have the show and tell sign up. So let's say you came across something awesome. If you're working on something that you feel is really, really cool, then you can sign up for a show and tell. It's kind of like a quick lightning talk. You get like 5-10 minutes to kind of talk about what it is. So no pressure. Just talk about what it is that you find interesting and fascinating. And yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm a big fan of lightning talks. Help me with my presentational skills and speaking stuff, since I do that for my job. So any little opportunity I can to be able to just do something kind of quick, I'm a big fan of. Thus, why we're here at untilit.works. All right, below show and tell sign up. Then you'll see there. Remember those highlight clips that you were creating, and then you submitted by clicking create a highlight video? Well, right below the show and tell sign up is like a little box for your highlights, and the status. Once you have some, it'll say submitted when it's working on everything. And then when it's done, the status will turn to done, and then a view button will show up. There with the view button, you can click that. It will present you with a preview of the video. And then if you like it, then you can click download. You can download it to your device. And if you want, you can hit send a tweet, I think I called it, or something like that. Again, it will open up Twitter in a new browser tab, and then with a pre-populated tweet. And what's cool is that link that's there, depending on if Twitter wants to show it or not, I'm not sure, but the embed for like the preview of the URL, it'll have a video, and it'll be your video. I don't trust Twitter that much, so because it depends on if you're on, like, I guess, a certain device or something, then it'll show it. I don't know. But what I've been doing, I've been attaching the downloaded video to the tweet to make sure that it's there as well. And yeah, and with that, you can share the show and stuff. So giving you something if you dig what's happening, you can go ahead and help spread the word and show more people if you think. And yeah, that's going to be it. I'm actually just going to finish up and create a highlights video. Cool, before I forget. And yeah, so that's everything. Thank y'all once again for hanging out. I'm going to get y'all back to work. Remember, 15 minutes after the hour is when the break sessions happen. So I wish you much productivity in whatever it is that you're doing. If you need any help, remember, you can send out a Hako. I think it tags me in it also, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure it tags me. So if anything, I can try to retweet it or what have you, and maybe get some more eyes on it, hopefully. Not like I'm a big on Twitter or anything, but every little bit may help. All right, cool. So let me get y'all back to work. I'm gonna send y'all out with some tunes. I'm a big fan of tunes and listening to music while you're working on stuff. Cool. So thank y'all once again for hanging out. So if there's no like show and tell signups, normally what we do is for the break sessions, the first one is orientation. Second one is probably some tech or whatever that I've kind of came across that I thought was cool. So we'll talk about that a little bit, kind of like a little lightning talk. So like an example. And then the third one, again, if we don't have any show and tell signups, is we'll take a look at an artist's website. Because again, I'm a big fan of promoting independent artists and artists that we play on the radio show, and I think is dope. So with that being said, thank you all once again. I wish, again, like I said, I wish you much productivity. And yeah, so let me start the screen share and make sure I have audio with this time. And yeah, again, thank you all. So this track is Nujabez featuring Apani, and it's called Thank You, because thank you for hanging out. All right. See you 15 minutes after the hour for the next break session. Thanks, y'all. Be easy. Peace.
Well, let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life.